going to try to, we have 15 minutes, and we're going to try to run through this so that you know what's going on. So, but the first thing I want to say is we are called the Erlang Ecosystem Foundation because we are all based on the Erlang runtime, and it's important for us to act as a community, Elixir, Gleam, and Erlang together. So you may look in the mirror or in your screen and see Elixir, but remember underneath, without Erlang, Elixir wouldn't exist, and we get a lot from it. So what the foundation is doing benefits the entire ecosystem, including Hex, our package system. And if we act collectively in all sorts of ways, we can do great things. First, I want to introduce, this is our Chief Security Officer, Jonathan Manchin. And these are our 2 board members that were available for this. This is Alistair Woodman and Per Stritzinger. Which brings me to the next topic, and that is we are having a board election. So there are a couple of key dates here. There's a QR code. You can put yourself up as a candidate, and there is also the opportunity to vote if you're a paying member. You do not have to pay to become a member, and I encourage you, if you are not a member of the foundation, to become one, because you get access to the foundation Slack, and a lot of interesting things happen there. All the working groups coordinate there. If you do become a paying member, then you'll get to vote in this year's election. By the way, these slides are already available. They're actually in the chat in the app, and at the end there'll be a QR code to them. So everything here is already available. So I want to talk about a few of the great things that have happened in the last 6 months, and one of them is the NX fundraiser that we ran. And we were targeting to raise $4,000 to pay for one developer to bring NX to 1.0. And we had great success. In the course of about 2 weeks, these 2 companies and all of these wonderful people put their own money into our fundraiser, and we raised $4,182. So, all right. So thank you to all of them, and we'll be doing more of these kinds of things. So we all have things that are important to us, and this is one way that you can direct that. We're also continuing to facilitate the funding of Expert, so that that whole project has a good future and can continue delivering the kind of features that people want. These are the current funders. There are previous funders as well. Yesterday, no, that wasn't yesterday. The day before, I ran and organized our second unconference. The first one was in Berlin. And I know that it's a little bit difficult to get the messaging around when these things happen, but we're going to try to make them more regular and try to get the information out earlier so people can come early or stay late, depending on what it is. So we'll be planning one in Stockholm and Chicago and for Codebeam in the Netherlands. So watch for announcements in places. Sorry, I don't have something more. I send things out to like every place, email and Slack and the forums and Twitter and so forth. And then people are like, oh no, I didn't see that. It just happens. Okay, so on to a little bit of security. So you've probably heard of these things. So Jonathan is administering our CNA, which is the CVE numbering authority. And what we've seen in just this year is we've already surpassed last year's count. That's one fact. That isn't really even AI, but we know that AI, from a security scanning standpoint, is coming. And it is going to have a huge impact on all ecosystems. This is not just us. But we need to be prepared for it. And fortunately, due to the foresight of our board, and particularly Alistair, we have been working on, very diligently, the Aegis project since the beginning of last year. And these are the primary sponsors. Hermann Ultraschall is the biggest sponsor of these, and I want to call out to them because they have really made a huge amount of work possible, as well as Alpha and Omega, and the rest of Dashbit and HCA and Ericsson have been key members of all this, but we have been able to accomplish some amazing things, or I should say, Jonathan has been able to accomplish some amazing things. So there is an Aegis page. There's a link at the bottom. I actually encourage you to look at it because the roadmap is, like, if you have any thoughts about security, you'll see things that are super important. So the other thing is, what was just concluded was a significant audit or a comprehensive audit of Hex. So much to my earlier comment about Hex is the package manager for 3 languages. We all depend on it, all the transitive dependencies and so forth. So a lot of things happened in the context of that audit, and there were published CVEs. So we found things, and they are now fixed. So you may have heard, again, I distributed this via means of the grant that we're applying for, which would be a 2-year grant to do more security work and fill out more of the Aegis roadmap. And we asked for community statements and sign-ons of support. So we got a great outpouring of support. So these are the companies that put their name on this petition. These are the packages that signed on to this petition. And these are the people that signed on to this petition. If your name's not on here, it's not too late. You can go to the forum. There's a link in, Swapcard. Thank you. There's a link in Swapcard. But general sponsorship is the way that the EEF runs operationally, and I want to call out that our founding sponsors, which helped us form in 2019, are there at the top. Without them, we would not be where we are today. So obviously, Ericsson, Main Matter, Otolo, TI Tokyo, Dashbit, Erlang Solutions, and Per Stritzinger's company. And we've been able to add more sponsors. We always need more sponsors. If you're in a position to discuss sponsorship, we would love to talk with you. The other thing that's awesome that just happened is we have our first recurring monthly donor. So there is a donate link on the EEF website. I did not advertise it, didn't say, oh, come and do this, but Valentin found it, and he's like, oh, I'm going to donate $40 a month. Not a lot of money, but it is an expression of I get value from this, and I want to support it. So I welcome you to consider such a thing as well. I want to offer special thanks to Julian, Bob, and Connor, because I made these slides over dinner last night. This is a link to the slides, as well. It's also in Swapcard, and I think we actually have a few minutes, so if there are any questions, I am happy to answer any. Okay. Oh, yes, Tim.
So is the EEF also part of Project Glasswing? Have you been invited?
I don't think we can comment on that. I don't think we can comment on that. Yeah. It's going to become very busy. Yeah, that's the truth.
Any other questions? You can post in Swapcard so that I can read them, so that the live stream can see what they are too. I'm sure you have a question for the Erlang Ecosystem Foundation. Anything else one of you wanted to say that you haven't said already?
Thank you very much.
No? All righty. You all have Thank you. Oh, somebody asked, how could one get involved? how can one get involved with the Erlang Ecosystem Foundation?
Oh, what a great question.
What a great question.
Did I skip that? Okay, so becoming a member is obviously the simplest thing. It is potentially free, so you can do that. The Slack channels for working groups, there's security, there's marketing, there's libraries, there's build and packaging. You can just go into any of those places and say, oh, I'm interested in this thing. You can talk to any of us. If you have security questions or concerns, and I should say you should have security concerns, Jonathan is an amazing resource. He knows exactly what we're doing and exactly he can give you recommendations that will help you, and you can answer questions. He can answer your questions. This may be your questions. These may be organizational questions or whatever. So there are board members here that are not present for reasons. So Zach Daniel is also a board member that's here. Lars Wiekman is also here, and Francesco. So go cost Francesco.
Alrighty, thank you very much. One more round of applause for all these gentlemen at Erlang Ecosystem Foundation.